Minsk, the capital of Belarus, small country located within Russia and Poland. Today is November 4th, and today here has started the movie festival. This movie festival named Listapad, it means leaf fall. It's happened each November, and it's a festival dedicated to movie from Eastern Europe and other post-communist countries like Cuba and China and maybe something else. And here we will give you some more information about what's going on here. Dmitry Mikhailov for Ferlon TV.
Мы вечно видим, как мы там пользуемся.
Igor, you're director. Sorry, еще раз. Igor, you are program director of the Leaf Fall 2016 Film Festival, and you are very busy this week, I know. So just one question: how do you differentiate your festival from all others?
It's very hard to compare, to make this to compare with my job with the job of other selectors of different film festivals. But I should say, firstly, you make a small mistake. Say, I'm like a movie director. It's really because I feel myself like a movie director of all films which we invite to our festival, because these films is like my own. I love them a lot. I think that all these films have very important things which necessary to share with people with whom I live here in this country, and it's very private moment, which very important for me, and because of that I think all films which we invite to this festival, they are like my own. They're very important.
What about geography and like political, like
some social, psychological, yeah. For the main focuses, is the films from post-communist countries, films from CIS countries, from Eastern European countries, even from China, even from Cuba, because we have our common past, ideological past. But this festival is not political festival. This festival mostly represents our reality, social reality. It's from point of art, from point of psychology, to represent what's happened on all our territories, which were very common for us in mind, and which are very important to compare. What's happened with all of us after the Soviet Union was collapsed, and everyone found their own ways for their development. And it's very interesting to compare. because the problematic is very common in general. The person, because all of us, we are very human. What's happened with us after these very big changes in our social life? And from this point of view, I think different genre films, melodramas, comedies, or dramas, all these films try to represent this the single voice of a man, of a human being.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
More than just a chance to show you a few film clips and to show you a few posters.
Эта выставка гораздо больше, чем просто несколько постеров, несколько отрывков из фильмов.
What you see here is a tribute to the strength, the determination, and the entrepreneurship of early filmmakers.
Эта выставка показывает силу и дух предпринимательства, которые проявились у тех первых кинематографистов.
And of course, America owes very much to Americans of Belarusian heritage, as shown on the map over there.
И Америка очень благодарна тем белорусам, американцам с белорусскими корнями, которые вот вы можете увидеть вот на том плакате.
Например, Луи Бимаев, родился в Беларуси. Тоже писал Данилович, родился в Гомел. Вы знаете его, кто Кирк Доглас и его сын Доглас. And I would also like to say that America owes Belarus a debt of thanks. Thank you for providing these great filmmakers and these great talents to us.
Еще Америка очень благодарна Беларуси за то, что вы дали кинематографу такие знаменитые имена и то, что вы предоставили такие замечательные условия для того, чтобы они тут развивались. Спасибо вам большое.
Благодарю, мистер Стерн. Тех, кто не успел ничего. Ну? Да?
It's really very map. Could you please explain what do we see here?
This is popular American stars and creators of Hollywood who were born in Belarus or their relatives were from Belarus. Louis Bartmeyer, Warner Brothers, David Sarnoff, Ernst Lubitsch, Irving Berlin, Kirk Douglas, Larry King, Harrison Ford, Gwyneth Paltrow, Lisa Kudrow and Scarlett Johansson. We know exactly that they are from Belarus.
There are more other, but you're not sure, so you didn't put it here.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Я думаю,
Это тоже психология Матиночки, но это на самом деле, что я опытом раньше. Это тоже самодельная ручная сказка. вперед и наверх. Почти до конца.
Можете попробовать снять это фильм Эдисона, как он представляет 2000 год, движущийся тротуар.
Первый стали указывать ее фамилию в титрах, она добилась проходчика.
Ну, хорошо.
Хотя американский фильм был все время.
Покажите эту актрису, которая
Вот это, да.
первая раз.
Нет, не первый, а что-то вот.
Вот это, там эта фамилия.
А первая надо, она такая европейская была. И тоже интересно, что у нас царь батюшка ездил в кино Барановича на паровозе. Это первый кинотеатр Барановича, снятый во время Первой мировой войны. А царь батюшка бывал в Ставке минимум 10 раз. И в один из этих посещений он ходил в кинотеатр, как очень известно.
It was your idea to create this exposition. Could you please explain what is it about?
This project is about the very beginning of cinematography on Belarusian lands. For example, we can see the poster from 1927 from the city of Vilna, Buster Keaton, who was very popular in Belarus too. This is the first film of Belgoskino, The Prostitute.
Movie were in languages you mentioned, Amir? What languages?
The subtitles for this movie were in English, in Chinese, and in Russian. So it was a very popular film.
Did they show it in China?
I think yes.
Oh, interesting. Все, давайте теперь проект.
Yeah, I think so. It's also, in fact, the adult, Jerry here, basically he makes a kid without that he knows. It's like it's a one-night stand and he doesn't, and in fact in life he's always no, I don't want to be a father. But once he realizes he has a kid, he starts to look for a kid. While, in fact, he says, I don't want to make kids from the beginning of the film. Of course, his wife wants kids, and so independent, they say, we don't want parents. If I go to the Hungarian film, it's all older films, Belatar.
Венгерские картины Белла Тара.
With I don't have the title out now. The story of the planets with the long shot where the sun.
Сатанинское танго.
Belatar.
Сатанинское танго?
Yes.
Сатанинское танго. Спасибо. Спасибо. Друзья, не забывайте голосовать за фильмы 23-го Минского кинофестиваля «Листапад», чтобы узнать, какой фильм, по вашему мнению, будет лучшим фильмом в категории приз зрительских симпатий. Спасибо.
Игорь. You are famous Canadian movie director, film director.
Thank you.
And what is your impression about Minsk, the capital of Belarus?
Well, you know, for us Canadians, Americans, people from North America, Minsk and Belarus is a mysterious place. We don't know anything about this country, you know, so for me it was a real honor to be invited here. It's still a bit mysterious to me because, you know, I'm associating Belarus with Eastern Europe and sometimes places like Ukraine or the neighboring countries. But I discover a beautiful city, a very clean city. People are very elegant, polite. I feel like I'm in the middle of Europe somewhere. So suddenly the city is not that mysterious anymore. So, yeah.
Okay. And you are presided on the jury for the Youth on March competition for movies from all over the world. So what is your impressions from these movies and from the festival?
Well, you know, being invited on this jury is... I try to accept the most juries I can because it reminds me when I started as a filmmaker, my first and second film. So I really like to watch what are the new trends and what are the new signatures in international cinema. So we had to watch 12 films. Honestly, it went from very, very good to very, very bad. I would say that it was very varied. I think the programming team tried to really go from Asia to South America to everywhere, so it was very interesting to discover. Now we are about to discuss about our awards. So I'm really happy to have seen those films. One thing I really like was that before every screening, a programmer comes on stage and he is explaining the context of every film we are about to watch. And that for me was a real surprise. They don't do that in my country. They don't do that anywhere in the world. So that 5 minutes where somebody is coming to put the film in context is really precious, and I congratulated Igor Sugmanov about that. I think they should do that everywhere in the world, you know.
I agree with you. I'm trying not to miss a word from his presentation.
It's educating people, it's educating a new generation of cinephiles. Sometimes older people, they come see films, they don't have a lot of context. It puts everybody in comfort before a film, and that was number one.
Okay. And also during this festival, they organize screening of your movies, including the one which were awarded very high on international festivals. How local audience reacted on this movie?
Well, I think here the audience is not stupid. You know, people here seems to be very serious, well-educated, really polite towards all sorts of cinema. I think the reception was very good for my films. But here people, they ask very personal questions to filmmakers. They want to know who did the film I just watched. So they ask personal questions like your education, are you religious, do you have a family? They want to know everything. Why did I get this idea for a film? So it felt very personal, very funny, So you need to be ready to say a lot about yourself to the audience here, and sometimes the audience doesn't care. Here they stand up, they ask questions by standing up. That is a bit surprising. So no, I really like the two screenings, yeah, of course.
But did they get your ideas or not? How do you think?
Well, you know, they don't need to have exactly the perfect portrait of what I wanted to do. You know, I make mysterious cinema. It's not for everybody. Some people there hate it, some people there love it, and I like the fact that it's going in every direction, you know. So some people, they went back home and they thought they just saw something very weird, and some people really loved it. So I'm fine with all that, you know.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to talk with you.
Cool.
Bye.
Here, I've been traveling to film festivals for 12 years. Minsk Film Festival is not really known or famous around the world, so I didn't know what to expect. But being here, it's a very professional film festival. I wish Minsk would become less mysterious to cinephiles, and if there could be more tourists coming or cinephiles, I think the festival is very good. And I'm honest, if it would be crap, I would tell you. I'm honest.